Hello and welcome to week 3 of World History. So you should have already watched the new welcome video, and if you haven't, go ahead and pause me, go watch that one, and then come back because that explains that we should all be on page 11 in our notebook, whether you're new to this course or you've been with me the whole time. We're all going to be starting on page 11 this week. So I'm going to go through the check sheet, make sure you know what to expect this week, and that way you'll have everything that you need. The first thing you want to do is hopefully you have a printer. You can print out the checklist. If not, you could save it on your computer or you could even take a picture of it. But you need to have this so that you know what's due every week and that you can actually check it off would be a really great way of staying organized and keeping your time management under control. Okay, so Monday, October 26th, you're going to be doing Sahara Desert. So you're going to, if you haven't already, you're going to watch the new welcome video. You're going to watch, obviously you're watching me now, which is the weekly check sheet. And then you have today's instructions. So Monday's a lot of watching, but it's just like a regular Monday that if we were in school together, I would kind of debrief you on what the week was going to be like. And then we would do Monday's lesson. So today's lesson is actually pretty quick and easy. You're going to be reading a very short article on the Sahara Desert, and then you're going to write down 5 facts that you learned. Your 5 facts might be different from a friend's 5 facts, and that is okay as long as it's from the text of the article. And that's going to go on page 11 in your notebook, and I walk you through that on in Monday's folder for the instruction video. So that's it for Monday. Nothing to turn in, just having that in your notes. Tuesday, you're going to be doing a timeline activity. There may or may not be a puzzle piece in there that day. That's still being finalized by my partner, Ms. Swenson. So just check Tuesday's folder. There's definitely going to be a timeline for you to do on page 12 in your notebook. And then if you see a puzzle piece, make sure you do that. If there's no puzzle piece, that means there's nothing to submit that day. On Wednesday, we're doing a review of the mummification process. So I've given you an article that you will have in your, let me back up. You're going to review your old notes from page 10 first. That one that was about the steps of mummification. It was very simplified. There was only 6 steps that were taught in that lesson. So you're just going to review page 10 in your notes and then go ahead and take that puzzle piece. It's called Mummification Comprehension Check. So you'll do that. Then you'll watch a short video on advanced mummification. So I got a lot of feedback from you all that you were interested in this topic. So when you click on that video, it gives you a super quick summarized. It's a really great video that talks about more advanced mummification, and it also goes into what would you do if you couldn't afford one of those really fancy embalming, organs out, wrapping, that type of thing, because that was really expensive and most Egyptians couldn't afford it. So what did the average Egyptian or the Egyptian that really didn't make hardly enough money at all, what did they do for their family members? So that's in the video. And then on page 13 in your notebook, as you're watching the video, you're just going to write down 5 things that you learned. On Thursday, you're going to be doing the Nile River. So you're going to do a Nile River reading, and then you're going to complete your Nile River notes on page 14. And I walk you through that in a video and I tell you exactly what to write down. So make sure that you watch me as you're doing that. And then on Friday, you're going to do something very similar to the secret code that you did with cuneiform, but you're going to do that with hieroglyphics. So we know that the Egyptians had their own language that they invented separate from the Mesopotamians who had cuneiform, which was done in clay. Well, the Egyptians are going to come up with a symbol-based language, picture-based language, but they have paper because they have this special plant that grows in the Nile, which you'll learn about on Thursday, that enabled them to have paper. So their language is going to be more detailed images rather than just those wedges that were pressed into the clay for cuneiform. So you're going to have a little decoding and practice. The practice will go on page 15, and then there'll be a decoding exercise for you to do as a puzzle piece. Please make sure that when you decode the message, you choose the answer that is exactly that message in the right order. So last week it was like respect, earn it, learn it, and some of you flipped earn it and learn it and thought, oh, it's kind of the same, but it's not the same. When you're decoding something, it has to be exactly the right order. So please make sure that you slow down and pick the right answer for that one. And that is all set for this week. So I hope you have a great week. Please remember my new office hours are 11:40 to 12:30 and 1:30 to 2:15. So please write that down and have it on a sticky note near your computer or near your workspace, wherever you do your e-learning, because that's when you'll be able to get a hold of me. That's when you'll be able to get responses to messages in Schoology from me. So if you message me and it's not during that time, it might be the next day before I get back to you. You could also call my room if you wanted me during those office hours, 714-7240 extension 2060. During those hours, I will be able to help you. During other hours, I'll have students in front of me, so I won't be able to pick up the phone. So that's all set. Have a great week, and hopefully you will have no issues.